So far in 2019, Motorola has launched 4 phones under the Motorola One lineup, and every phone has its own unique selling point. For example, the Motorola One Action has an ultra-wide-angle action cam on the rear, the Motorola One Macro has a dedicated macro lens, and the Motorola One Zoom has a telephoto camera with 3x optical zoom. But despite the fact that Motorola has already launched 4 phones under the Motorola One lineup, the company is not done yet. There is still one more phone to launch soon named Motorola One Hyper. Now, I made a video before about an upcoming Motorola phone with a pop-up selfie camera, and that phone is most likely going to be the Motorola One Hyper. So the design of this phone will be different from every phone launched by Motorola this year, because for the first time we are getting a full screen design with no notch or holes. So the selfie camera is there in a pop-up mechanism, and this means the Motorola One Hyper will be the first Motorola phone with a pop-up selfie camera. On the rear there is a dual camera setup, and if you can notice the 64MP text on this camera module, this means that there is a 64 megapixel primary shooter. So after Redmi, Realme and Samsung, Motorola is all set to launch a phone with 64 megapixel camera. There is a rear facing fingerprint scanner, so Motorola did some cost cutting here by going for an LCD screen instead of an AMOLED panel with an in-display fingerprint scanner. There is a USB Type-C port on the bottom and a headphone jack on top. Talking about the specifications, the Motorola One Hyper has a 6.39-inch IPS LCD screen, and there is Qualcomm Snapdragon 675 SoC. This is the same chipset that powers the Motorola One Zoom and the 4th generation Moto Z. There is 4GB RAM and 128GB internal storage. The battery of the Motorola One Hyper is a 3600 mAh unit, and there is turbocharging as well. When it launches, Android 10 would be running out of the box, so that's nice. There is a 32 megapixel selfie camera, and thanks to pixel binning, 4 pixels are combined into one, so the front camera takes 8 megapixel photos by default. Same is the case with the 64 megapixel rear camera that takes 16 megapixel photos by default. Well, as I said in the beginning, every Motorola One phone launched this year has the name that shows its main highlight. But we still don't know what the Hyper stands for in Motorola One Hyper. What do you think? Do let me know via the comment section below. I'll catch you in the next one.